Putting the Weber on this thing definitely made a huge difference. So make sure it's out of gear. 2 pumps on the gas pedal. That's all you need. Fires right up. Look at that. Right up. So if you've ever thought about putting a Weber on your truck, I would highly recommend it. You have pretty much no issues with a Weber carburetor. It kind of simplifies everything. It just works better and it's more efficient and it's more reliable than the stock carburetor that these things came with, because let's be honest, they have way too much stuff on them that they shouldn't have. I just gotta let this thing warm up, get my playlist out, put some music on, and then we'll be on our way to go pick up the new wheels for the truck since they just got done getting polished. What? Oh yeah, that's right. $35 later, we got a full tank. It pretty much had like not even a drop, so it's not bad. 35 bucks, especially when gas is at like $4.90 something for 87, so it's not bad. I think I'm gonna need a tilt bed sooner than I thought, because pumping gas like that is getting pretty annoying. So a lot of you guys don't know this, but this truck actually did have a some sort of tilt bed or a 3-rack, or it had something, because you can tell by the way the harness for the taillights, it's extended like 3 foot. The factory cross member in the back was cut out. You can tell it's where they put the pumps. And there's big old holes in the bed where they had the sandwich plates to hold the bed onto the racks. So this truck used to be a bed dancer back in the day, I'm assuming. I don't know when, maybe in the 80s, maybe in the 90s. And someone decided to cut all that out, and I just picked it up as just a normal truck. But I am going to be putting some sort of tilt bed setup on this truck. I don't know if I'm going to do just a diamond, maybe just a dump, or a 3-rack. But I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to do it myself, and I'm going to post that all down on the channel in case anyone is interested in seeing how it's done. Now I need to obviously get a little bit more familiar with it before I go ahead and start chopping up stuff to do it. So as you guys saw, I picked up the wheels. I'll show you guys a better look when I take them out, but on my way home, I decided I'd come over here, hang out with Jeff for a little bit, try to get his 720 back on the road. This is a Datsun, so this is an 81. So while I was over here, I got some 720 merch, 720 era brand. So I got some stickers, got some Danny D shirts. So I should probably stick one of these on the truck. I went to go hang out with Jeff for a little bit and try to get his truck back up and running. His truck has been sitting for a couple years, and he picked it up and is trying to get it back to, you know, kind of roadworthy so we can drive it and go cruising with all of us. So I stopped by, we tried to mess with it a little bit, and we got it running. It didn't stall. But one of these other days of this week, I'm probably going to go back over there and see if we can actually make it to the car wash. That way he can get it all nice and clean. And then we might be throwing a Weber carb. So if we do end up doing the Weber carb and we do it, then I will probably bring the camera along, bring you guys along. That way you guys can see how to install the Weber on his truck. Jeff is a really cool guy, and he's always been hooking me up with stuff, and he's always been helping me out with 720 stuff. Now, he has a business, which is 720 Era brand. I will have his link to his Instagram and his website down in the description in case you guys want to check him out. But if you guys have seen the dash cover that I'm running in this truck over here, my dad's truck I should say, super nice touch because it covers up all the cracks in your dash, and it's super simple to just throw on top. He also makes a bunch of badass stickers, shirts, anything you think of. So if you guys are interested in getting any 720 merch, I would definitely recommend that you guys go to him, since he's got pretty much the best 720 merch you can get around. I just decided I'd give him a quick little shout out since he is a really cool guy and he's always been helping me out. So figured, he helps me out, I'll help him out. So if you guys are interested in any of that, go check out the links that I have down in the description below. I got the wheels somewhat cleaned up. I just took all the dust off from when they get polished. So I haven't actually polished them myself, like again. So this is just how they are in their raw form. Now, I know a lot of people are gonna ask why I went with polish over chrome. So there's a couple reasons. Polish, it's obviously a lot cheaper to polish a wheel than to chrome a wheel. Probably less than half. And another thing is the chrome nowadays, in my opinion, it's not that good. Now, if you go to someone that does really good chrome, yes, it comes out good, but you're looking at a lot, like a lot. I'm talking like above $1,000 for a set of wheels like this, just to polish it on top of what the wheels already paid, and you still got to put tires on them, and you still got to re-drill your spindles and hubs and all that in order to run these 5-lug wheels. So it gets expensive really quick. So I decided to get them polished. Now, I got them polished because in order to chrome a wheel, you have to strip all of the paint off, you have to strip all the clear off, you have to pretty much strip the wheel in order to be able to chrome them. So right now, these wheels are in their raw form. If I ever wanted to get these wheels chromed, I simply take them in, they give them a quick clean, and they chrome them, and it's all good to go. Since they are in raw form, there's no clear coat, there's no nothing on them. So what I paid to get them polished is pretty much the same amount, maybe like 10 bucks difference of what you would pay to get your wheels stripped to get them ready for chromed. So I figured might as well get them polished. I could run them for a while, polish. If I feel like they get too dirty too quick and I don't want to be cleaning them so often, then I can go ahead and take the tires off and go get them chromed. But also keep in mind that when you do chrome something, you have to keep cleaning it. It's not like you chrome it and you leave it and it's good to go. You have to still somewhat polish it and keep up with it, like this, which is a raw aluminum finish, which I have to polish, very often in order to keep it this nice. So the main reason I went with polish, I guess, is just to save a couple bucks right now, as I'm also building the truck. It's not like I'm only focusing on wheels. I'm focusing on the whole entire truck, engine, suspension, paint, all that stuff, interior. And not to mention, I have multiple projects. This is not my only project. So, I figured I'd save a couple bucks. They look good. And in case I ever wanted to get them chromed, I already, in a sense, stripped the wheels. So that is already, they're already going to take that price that they were going to charge me to strip them out of the equation, since the wheels are already stripped, and they're just going to simply charge me whatever it costs to chrome them, which is a lot cheaper. So that kind of helps me out in the sense too. Now, I do not want to run spacers or adapters in order to run these. As most of you guys know, these trucks, this isn't mine, but as most of you guys know, there's 6-lug. So in order to get from a 6-lug to a 5-lug, you have to get adapters that go from 6 to 5, obviously, right? And I think that's what I'm going to do. I don't really want to, because I don't really trust spacers or adapters, but I do have a grip load of 6-lug wheels like this. I have a small collection of 15x10s, and I don't want to be limited to only running 5-lug wheels, especially in this bolt pattern, which isn't really common. It's more of a Porsche thing. It's 5x130. It's not like it's a Japanese Nissan Toyota 5x114.3, which is a lot more common. If I was to re-drill my hubs, then I would be stuck with only running these wheels, and I would never be able to run a 6-lug wheel unless I ran a spacer or adapter from a 5-lug to a 6-lug, which is kind of just defeats the purpose. So I figured I can run spacers, run these, or adapters I should say, run these, and I can swap back and forth with my 6-lug wheels and it'll be all good. However, I do have to find some good quality adapters. I don't want to run anything eBay or anything that could potentially make the wheels fall off. Now, I know adapters are pretty sketch, but if you get a good quality adapter, there's not really anything to worry about. I've ran them in my cars in the past, and I've run good quality ones, never had issues, and I've also ran eBay ones, and I've had nothing but issues. So it kind of all comes down to the spacer or adapter that you're running and the quality of it. But when the time comes that I do throw these wheels on the truck, I will post however I mount them, whether that's re-drilling or running adapters. But whatever I do, I will post a video and show you guys exactly how to do it, because I know a lot of you guys probably like these wheels and want to put these wheels on your guys' trucks. So I will put that somewhere in the channel. I don't know when this will be. I don't plan on putting the wheels anytime soon, since I don't want to put nice wheels on the truck looking rough. My guess is I'll put the wheels on once I actually paint the truck. Once I paint the truck, then I'll be able to throw the wheels on and feel content. Because right now, I know it will bug me having nice wheels and the truck looking as rough as it looks. So I'm just going to keep the ST stocks for now, and then I'll wrap these up, and then I'll hide these, tuck these away somewhere, and then when it comes time to bust out the truck, then I'll throw these on and it will be all good.